Hello everybody, welcome to Anime Ambush. My name is James Hurd, but you can call me Pixcelated. This is a special episode of Anime Ambush where I want to discuss a couple of the series that are airing this season and what I think about them, as well as other things like whether or not you should watch them, etc., etc. Now, this is not going to cover every season or every series that is airing this season. I haven't watched every series that is airing this season, but this will have a handful of series. I may do another episode with more that I watch inevitably as the flow of time moves onward. But you know, it's been hard because my internet has actually been acting up severely. Like, in fact, I would not be surprised if my router has just dropped the connection again. It usually doesn't last for more than 5 or 10 minutes. So that being said, it's been kind of hard to watch anime with my internet acting up, and then when my internet does work, I tend to want to watch more One Piece because One Piece. Anyway, so that said, let's just go ahead and jump right into the first series I want to talk about this episode, and that is, of course, the one, the only, Attack on Titan Season 2. Attack on Titan Season 2 is here. It's finally here. The series that has been so carefully guarded and elusive for, I want to say, 4 or 5 years. Now, I was late on the Attack on Titan bandwagon. I was one of those people who kind of waited for the dub to come out, because back when the dub came out, I was still kind of a dub purist, but now that I watch mostly everything with the sub version, I kind of loved it so much. Okay, so I watched the first season back in like 2013, and 2013 or 2014 or something. It was my senior year of college, I believe, and I watched the entire series, and I loved it. It was so good, and then I was like, it ended, and I'm like, why? So that being said, when I heard that Season 2 was coming, and it was not an April Fool's joke because it started on April 1st, and I was like, what are you doing? And it started on April 1st, and I was like, okay, I gotta watch it. Now, props to Funimation for actually getting the dub out, you know, not a long wait after the sub. I gotta give them props. They are doing a fantastic job with the, there's not much of a delay anymore. There used to be like years of a delay, and now there's like barely a few weeks. So good job, Funimation, on that front. But that being said, I still had to watch the sub, and I am caught up, and I can't. So I have a bad tendency to with certain series, I have a bad tendency to look up like what's gonna happen on Wikipedia, and oh, my lasagna is ready. Anyway, so, but yeah, I have a bad tendency to look things up on the internet. So last night I kind of felt this need to actually go and look at what is gonna happen, because I was like, I can't wait, you know? And I still don't understand a lot of it, and I'm super excited to see it come to life on the screen. But yeah, Attack on Titan, it's great. It's beautifully animated. This season does focus a lot more on the plot than the actual action. Like, last season had a lot of really cool action shots, and, you know, with them flying in the air on their little, whatever they're called, the machines. I can't remember what they're called at the moment. It's like 12:54 a.m. I'm not gonna remember things like that. But you know, a lot of Season 2 is focusing more on the plot and the story than focusing on action. That's not really a bad thing, though. A lot of people are saying, oh, you know, it needs to have more action scenes. And I'm like, you know, yeah, I think we're okay, considering the season only has 12 episodes, and, you know, they need as much time as they could possibly get to make sure all of the episodes have some kind of, to make sure that the season means anything, you know, like, we're already 4 episodes in and not much has happened because of the fact that they're just trying to chug the plot along, and I'm like, I hope they can get somewhere. Like, I hope they can get somewhere of merit in the 12 episodes, because we're probably gonna have another 5-year wait in between season 2 and 3. And I'm just like, why? Anyway, so, but yeah, and then, you know, that opening and ending is just beautiful. The ending is creepy, and it's also happy and cheerful, and I don't understand how that works, but I still enjoy it anyway. The opening is really, really, really good. I think it rivals the first two, and, you know, it just kind of, just the visuals of, like, the Colossal Titan, like, crashing through the debris and stuff, it just kind of makes me, like, really hyped for the episode. So that's that. And honestly, I could probably make a whole episode of how much I enjoyed this series. So far, I'm more invested in the plot of this season than I was last season, so I'm super happy that they are doing a really good job. Good job with studio. You're probably never going to watch this, but you know what? Thank you very much for your, you know, arigato. I can't speak Japanese, but I'm going to say it. Arigato. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on before I embarrass myself any further, okay? Next up is Clockwork Planet. Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, so I tried watching this series like over and over again, and I couldn't get very far because my internet was, was all jacked up. So I kind of finally managed to, tonight I finally managed to get that watched a little bit, and sorry, the glare. I know, I got told the glare was a little crazy last time. So, yeah, I finally got the first episode. Now, okay, this is a series where it is about a planet that is made of clockwork. Now, I know that sounds super, super specific, but it's basically what it's about. The idea is that 1,000 years ago, Earth died, and there's this guy named Y, because, you know, why not? But the guy named Y decided he was gonna, you know, somehow make the world survive by turning it into clockwork. Like, it's anime. You can't think about it that hard. It's about a planet made of clockwork. Anyway, so in this planet made of clockwork, that turns this video into a completely different subject. But anyway, in this planet made of clockwork, there's this boy, and he is like supposedly really untalented at fixing clocks, because, you know, that's what every young boy wants to do, is fix clocks. And he is not talented at all at this, but apparently somehow he is. That's a big thing, is that, like, he makes it very clear that he is not talented at fixing clocks. That, you know, he can't do it. And then, you know, this automaton falls through his roof, and somehow he's able to fix her because she is broken. And do you see the lines that are not crossing here? You know, someone who can't fix clocks, who's bad with machinery but loves it, and, you know, just by some happenstance, he has a robot woman fall through his house, or wherever he's staying at, and by some miracle, he's able to fix her. Yeah, it makes total sense. But anyway, so I wanted to call this series Edgework Planet, because it seems like one of those series, and if you watch a lot of anime, you might know what I'm talking about. One of those series where they take a concept and they just hammer it into your head. They don't care if you get the subtlety. There is no subtlety. It's subtle as... oh man, what's a good comparison? It's just about as subtle as how much water is in this bottle here. No sponsor. It's that subtle. Okay, so anyway, like within the first 15 minutes or so, you see so much clockwork and gears, and it's just okay. I get it. It's a Clockwork Planet. I get it. You don't have to keep telling me. Why is it that anime studios think that their audience is so dumb? Okay, like there's so much bullshit in so many anime nowadays where they're like, I don't think the audience gets it. Let's tell them again. Excuse me again. That's another thing that the series does, is like it explains everything. But yet at the same time I still have no idea what's going on. I watched the first 3 episodes and I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching it. I like the idea a little bit. I wanted to dislike it, but I like the idea, kind of. I liked it enough to sit through 3 episodes, but I don't know for sure if it's one of those series that I can actually sit through for another 7 weeks or 9 weeks. It's definitely got promise, and like the opening and ending are really cool, so maybe. But I have no idea if it's actually something I could sit through for more than a couple of weeks. But yeah, that's Clockwork Planet. Whew. Eromanga-sensei. Okay, Eromanga-sensei is a series, I believe it's based on a manga or light novel by the author of Oremo. If you know Oremo, you know that it is the one series where they actually had the blood siblings get together at the end, which was like, okay. I mean, I didn't even watch Oremo, but I didn't mind that warning. I think it's by the same author. I could be completely off, and if I'm wrong, then I'll probably cut this part out of the episode anyway. But Eromanga-sensei, it is about a light novel author who is kind of not really good at what he does, but at the same time, he has several books out. Like, I think if I remember right, he has like a small following, but nothing too large. And the his illustrator is a mysterious person who goes by the name of Eromanga-sensei. Anyway, the point being is this person's handle online is Eromanga-sensei, and this Eromanga-sensei has been, drawing for his series, the insert art and the cover art and everything. But so it's like, he doesn't know who this person is. He doesn't know who Eromanga-sensei is. He's never seen them in real life, and it just so happens that he also hasn't seen his sister in a year because she's been a shut-in. And well, if it's not obvious by now, you're about as dense as Takeo in My Love Story. Eromanga-sensei is, of course, Masamune, who's the guy, his sister, or his stepsister, or something. They're not blood related, so you can see where this is going. This is very, very clearly going in the same route as Oremo, except the only difference is it's more along the lines of SAO in Alfheim than it is in is Oremo. I don't know. Depends on how you view the whole, oh, but they're not blood siblings, they're just cousins, trope from anime. It's whatever. No judgment here. If you like that, just please, for the love of God, keep it in anime. Don't bring it into the real world, please. Anyway, so that said, it sounds super cringy, I know, but I actually kind of like it. Eromanga-sensei, it is, it's well animated, and of course the opening is like adorable. The ending is adorable, like the dances that Sagari does in the opening and ending. It's like you come to the show for the opening dance, and then you just kind of stick with it until the end, and you're like, okay, well, it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna watch the opening and ending, But it's super, super good. I like it. It's kind of typical of anime. It's not really anything new, but you know, I don't mind it. It's one of those things where it's a harmless. I don't even know what genre this would be classified in. Rom-com? It's definitely not ecchi. Maybe it is. I don't know. I clearly don't watch enough anime, even though I watch a lot of anime. Anyway, that's Manga Sensei. Sakura Quest. Sakura Quest is a series that I am actually super hyped for. I watched the first 3 episodes, really enjoyed them. All 3 of them, I really enjoyed them. The opening is super good, and you know, if you know me, you know that I don't know if I've done a video, I haven't done a video on this, but I might have mentioned it at some point, is that I really enjoy anime openings. It is one thing that I really, like, I have been known to watch entire anime series just because the opening is good. This is the case with, like, Servant X Service, Working, there's a couple other ones I can't think of right now, but the point is that I really enjoy openings, and Sakura Quest has a really good opening, and it starts off from the beginning, so it's like you get caught up in the idea and the feel of the series, and they just stick with it. And it's okay. That's good. I like that. Basically, Sakura Quest is about a girl who is not having a hard time. She is having a hard time finding a job in the post-college market, and you know, she went to 30 interviews and didn't get anything back, and actually she got everything back, and they were all rejections. And so she finally gets the chance to find it. She gets offered this position in this small rural town where she has to be their queen, like the town queen, as part of the travel bureau. And you know, basically it's all a stunt, but it's, you know, they're trying to revitalize the town and get people to come and visit more often. And so she thinks it's like a day long thing, you know, queen for a day or something. Turns out she didn't read the fine print. She has to do this for a year. What? I mean, I didn't see that coming at all, did I? No, but it's one of those series that I really enjoy, despite the fact that it's like, okay, I've heard this before, but I'm gonna stick around and see what else they do. And apparently it's getting 24 episodes, so 25 episodes. So that said, I'm super excited to see where it goes. The first 3 episodes were a blast, and I'm really happy that there's something out besides Attack on Titan. You know, every season usually has that one or two really good kind of slice of life, lighthearted shows, and I'm really happy this is out now, because it kind of like, okay, this is another series that I'm definitely gonna keep up with throughout the season. So, yeah. Akashic Records, A Bastard Magic Instructor. Okay, this is a series that I saw the PV, or like not the PV, I saw the promotional art, and I was like, yep, it's definitely one of those anime. But then I watched the first episode. And I think I saw in like one of the comment sections, either on Facebook or on Crunchyroll, I saw the comment sections of the episode, and they said to give it up until episode 2. Like, watch at least until episode 2, and you will be able to tell more if you're going to enjoy this series or not. And so I was like, okay, I came into it expecting to watch the first 2 episodes, because I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. In an ideal world, I would like to watch the first 3 episodes of every title that I start, just to give it a chance to say what it needs to say before I know if I'm going to enjoy it or not. I can't say that I do that all the time. Sometimes I know right off the bat that I'm not going to enjoy an anime, and then sometimes I know that I will enjoy an anime. So, that said, it's definitely one of those series you need to watch the first 2 episodes, because the first episode, it is trash. It is trash. It is memes. It is, okay, they don't actually use memes, but it has that feel. It has that kind of ecchi, memey feel that it's gross. Anyway, so first episode, it's trash. Second episode, I might be able to get behind that. Thank you, computer, for chiming in. I don't need your help. So anyway, but yes, second episode is super good. Okay, maybe I wouldn't say super good. It's decent. I think that it has potential. I may decide to watch episode 3. It is out right now. I may decide to watch episode 3. I may decide not to watch episode 3. I don't know. So, anyway, that's all I got for Akashic Records, a Bastard Magic Instructor. I swear, half of these names could have been shortened. It could have just been Akashic Records. It could have just been Bastard Magic Instructor. It could have just been Bastard. I don't care. Just stop it, anime. Stop it, Japan. Give us anime titles that are not, like, an entire sentence long. Give us something that is actually something we can, like, if we're telling our friends about this series, give us something we can actually say. Damn it, it's like Sakura Quest. Sakura Quest is a perfect length of a title. It is, you know, Attack on Titan is a perfect length. You don't have to make all of these freaking titles have such a long name, okay? You know what has a really good name? One Piece. You know what? I could probably... I'm gonna go watch One Piece. Alright. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye. Stay pixelated. This is James.